Hey everybody, my name is Peter Ferguson. I'm a realtor with Compass Real Estate and Ferguson Group in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm not in my car this time. I'm at a property that is ready to be staged, and so we're just kind of emptying it out and figured I would do this video with you now. One thing that's been coming up a lot lately is with the new COVID coming back strong, people are thinking about the first one and all the forbearance loans that were out there, and a lot of people have been wondering, are we going to go through a wave of foreclosures? I actually, myself and many experts are saying we are not going to see a bunch of foreclosures, and here I've got 5 reasons why we're not going to see that. And sorry, I'm going to keep looking down at my notes. Absolutely no shame in my game. I have notes here, and I just want to make sure I get these stats out in front of you as expected, and make no mistake on it. So anyway, so number one, fewer homeowners are in trouble. Back in 2008, the crash of 2008, there were over 9 million homes that went into foreclosure, or homeowners that went into foreclosure. That's a huge amount. We are nowhere even near that amount. So it's absolutely not the same this time. Data shows that most homeowners exited that were entered in their forbearance plan have actually caught up, or they've restructured their mortgage plan. So that's great for those people. Interesting stats here, or percentages: 38.6% left the program paid in full. 19.9% made their monthly payments during their forbearance, so they stayed current the whole time. Even though they were in forbearance, they made their payments. So 19%, just under 20%, made their monthly payments during forbearance. 11.8% made up all past due payments, which is a pretty good amount there. And then 6.9% paid their loan in full, which could be they came up with the cash, they sold their home, and settlement they were able to pay their full forbearance. So those are some good numbers there. 44% negotiated a workout payment plan. So again, the people who are still in, again, negotiated a workout payment plan. 29.1% received a loan deferral. 14.1% received a loan modification, and 0.8% arranged a different repayment plan. I'm not sure what that is, but it's a very, very low number anyway. Only 0.6% actually sold as a short sale. And then out of the 100%, 16.8% are still in trouble without loss of mitigation. So out of everybody who's in forbearance, there's only 16.8 who are still in trouble. Most of them have made some plans, paid in full, created a new plan, whatever it is. But there's only 16.8 who are still in trouble. And amazingly, those people, we'll go to number 2 now. Those people who are still in trouble, who are still in the program, and still haven't restructured, haven't done anything, are still just sitting there with worries. Those people still in the program or still can restructure renegotiate their payment plan, and they can still come up with something. So not something, they can still restructure their plan, they can still pay off in full, there's still time to do things. So they're not, even though they're sitting there, 16.8% are still in trouble, they can still make something happen with it. They haven't missed their window. An interesting point is there's still 890,000 mortgages still in forbearance. So again, in 2008 crash, there was 9 million homes that went into foreclosure. There's less than 1 million that are in forbearance. So that's pretty amazing. And I've just shared with you the stats that most of the forbearance loans are in good condition, right? Number 3, most homeowners have enough equity to sell their homes, right? So in the foreclosure, people were underwater on their mortgages. They were just trying to stay afloat, and many of them were just sinking badly. And so they did short sales, they did foreclosures. In this market, again, I think, I can't remember what the amount is, but it was something like 15 to 17% rise in equity over the last year. So imagine these homeowners, if you own a single family home, condo home, you are making money on your property, right? Even if you are struggling financially, your property is still gaining value. So most of these people, they've gained so much value over this period of time that if they were just going to sell their home, they would be able to pay back any kind of struggles that they're having, any kind of forbearance that there is there. So we're not going to see those people go into foreclosure because they have equity in their home. In addition, if they didn't want to sell, but they need to restructure something, there's equity there. So banks and lenders are going to work with them. Number 4, there have been far fewer foreclosures over the last 2 years. The program actually has done so many good things. That forbearance program has allowed households 2 years to get their finances in order and work out some kind of plan. So in the past, where maybe you've missed a bunch of payments, maybe you're a year since your last payment, and that has caused a foreclosure. During the forbearance, it's allowed people to get in the forbearance plan. They give them 2 years to actually work out whatever issues they're having financially and to work out a restructured mortgage plan. So pretty amazing. It's really unbelievable. Really unbelievable what it's done for our community, our people in the United States. It actually has saved over 400,000 foreclosures that normally would have happened. So again, our government, our lending structure is doing its absolute best to make sure we don't have foreclosures. So you're not going to see the foreclosures because we're doing everything we can to make sure there's not foreclosures. Those are 400,000, almost 500,000 homes that in a normal economy, a normal market would have gone to foreclosure, and they were, because of the forbearance program, it's able to save over 400,000 homes from going to foreclosure. Pretty amazing. The last thing, number 5, the current market can absorb 1 million new listings, right? Again, in 2008, there were 9 million foreclosures. While we currently have a very, very low inventory, I think on a national level, we have about 2.1 months of supply, which is extremely, extremely low, which is why it's a seller's market. Even if we added in 1 million homes into the foreclosure that increase the supply, we still can absorb that, which is incredible. Little stat, when it goes over 6 months supply, that's when it starts becoming a buyer's market. That's when it becomes harder for sellers. You see the prices depreciate because sellers need to sell, and there's more sellers than there's buyers. Right now, we just have no sellers, 2.1 months of inventory, which can, even if all the homes in forbearance right now went to foreclosure or were struggling, we would still be a seller's market. But with that, the lenders, the banks, there's just too much good stuff in our market that it's not gonna go to foreclosure. So we're not gonna see a wave of, just like in 2008 where there were 9 million foreclosures. We're gonna see, we might see some foreclosures, but it's highly unlikely. So if you're sitting around waiting for the market to crash, if you're waiting for foreclosures to come on the market, looking for that great deal, you're probably not gonna find it, right? You can be really, really patient, but during that time, interest rates are gonna go up, prices are gonna continue to rise in our area. So it's that strategy of waiting for some foreclosures, waiting for that deal, it's probably not the best strategy. All right, I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, you want any videos of anything, please just reach out, let me know what I can do. All right, thanks a lot.